No man is an island. We all need alone time to reflect and process our thoughts and feelings. Some of us prefer more time alone than others, but you've probably heard the phrase, no man is an island. Fact is, we all need people in our lives. Humans are social creatures wired to be in relationships with others. Relationships, specifically healthy relationships, add to our overall well-being. Healthy relationships help us feel safe and connected, build our confidence, teach us important life skills, and provide support through the ups and downs of life. On the other hand, it's no secret that unhealthy relationships can cause emotional, mental, and even physical harm. So how do we navigate our relationships to include healthy relationships and avoid the unhealthy relationships? With personal boundaries. Personal boundaries are the limits we set for ourselves and our relationships. Think of your boundaries as a fence that helps you define who you are and where you stand. Boundaries represent physical and emotional limits that you set to protect yourself, establish guidelines for how you want to be treated, and negotiate the demands of others. Setting and maintaining boundaries can be hard, especially with all of the people and needs we face every day. But setting and maintaining boundaries is an important part of our self-care and ensuring our emotional, mental, social, and physical well-being. Let's look some guidelines for setting and maintaining healthy boundaries for ourselves. First, you need to know your boundaries. The key here is knowing your boundaries because we are all different. All of our boundaries are different. To establish your boundaries, you first have to know yourself and your values. If you aren't sure where your boundaries lie, tune into your emotions. Notice when you're feeling uncomfortable. If something doesn't feel right, chances are your boundary has been crossed or that you need to set up a boundary that wasn't there before. Next, make self-care a priority. Self-care looks different to different people. Perhaps self-care for you means including more time with your friends or family, or self-care for you may include more time alone, going on a run, and watching TV. Have you ever wondered why airlines include the warning that in the event of an emergency, put your own air mask on first? The reality is we must take care of our own needs before we can be of help to anyone else. Once you set your boundaries and are taking care of your own needs, it's important to communicate your boundaries. People aren't mind readers, and you have to let them know what your boundaries are. Speak up and let people know when they're crossing your boundary. This may be a boundary of time, a physical boundary, or an emotional boundary. Talk about your boundaries in a direct and respectful way. It may be an uncomfortable conversation to have, but it's better to have the conversation than to experience an uncomfortable feeling every time you're with the person. Setting and maintaining healthy boundaries will make you and others feel safe and comfortable. And safety and comfort is an important part of all healthy relationships.